Somewhere on Earth, in the United Kingdom, are secret bunkers in Wiltshire, in a place called Corsham. And if you zoom in on Google Maps, you can see some interesting things like air shafts, as you can see here. More air shafts. And you've got this interesting building, which they built with hundreds of millions of pounds. It's a command and control centre, which is kind of funny because they said that all this was shutting down. It's all shutting down, there's nothing going on here. And then some people, no names mentioned, kept publicising the place, so I think they gave up on this secrecy thing and they just built a new big command and control centre, which was to replace the old command and control centre that they denied they ever had. Whilst across the road here, they built a load of houses, which is where this car park used to be. It used to be over here. And then they put the car park here, and then this bunker entrance, which is the nuclear launch command centre for Trident nuclear missiles in the UK.
There are a lot of people in there. We're not going to try to come in. No, no, this...
With no shoes on, they're going to take us away and lock something like white towel.
No, no, it's great. No smoking, so I'll put the cigarette out.
Terrorism bombs alert!
As you can see, you've probably seen the photos before. You actually go down the stairs there. You won't be able to get in. Anyway, there's loads of things to see around this area. Look at this. Look at this breather out in the countryside. Let me turn it north so we can see what we're doing. There's all sorts of old lift shafts and air places, and it's just littered with stuff. And you've got Copenhagen across the road. Where's that now? Copenhagen up here. Bunker underneath this one. The lift shafts there, and there. You can actually see the slope shaft going in, the sloping shaft. So you've got stuff at Copenhagen. But what's interesting as well is you've got this place called the Command of the Defence Communications Network, the CDCN. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. There it is. So, perspective for you. This is the bunkers, and this is the new bunker underneath here, which I don't think they want to admit to the fact that there's something going on there. And then you've got this good old-fashioned command and defence communications network, which is the Skynet satellites. And they built this place, this shiny new building, for Boeing next door. Well, what have Boeing got to do with the Skynet satellites? Well, they actually built them and sent them into space on rockets. So that's the Boeing aircraft company. Happen to have their strange little facility out in the middle of nowhere in this base that doesn't do anything and is shutting down and doesn't do anything, but then goes and spends all this money on this. And of course, secretly tucked away, the bit they try to hide is the fact that this place, Trident nuclear missiles, well, look at it, you know. You got, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Look at it. Where are these bunkers underground? That's the thing, isn't it? Where are they? Now, I bet you'd love to know where these bunkers actually are. Well, you've seen some air shafts. Well, I wonder whether your Google Earth does this. Ping. Hang on, it's going to come up. There we are. Look, ha 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 ha. We have some tunnels. Does your Google Maps do that? Mine does. I got a special Google Maps. And does your Google Maps go like this? Ping. There's another map. And this is exactly where the tunnels are underground. Roads. And does your map do this? Ping. All the old entranceways and tunnels. And it's very highly detailed, you know. I mean, you can go down there's a lot of detail there. And in fact, I mean, you can even turn it round, my map, and it follows the terrain. Yeah, it's not bad, this map, is it? Yeah, right. So what about a really detailed map? Have we got something really detailed? Oh, look, that's a pretty detailed one. Let's have a look. Yes, oh look, we go right down to individual pillar level here, underground. So, yeah, does your Google Maps do that? Oh, you haven't got the latest Google Maps then, obviously. The latest Google Maps would do that for you. And even, not just there, we've got places like this railway tunnel goes right underneath where this new secret facility is. And across here at Monkton Farley, we've got bunkers which we've dealt with in other videos. But does your map do this? Ping! It's coming. It takes a little while to load up. But does your map, it's very detailed this, does your map do this? Oh yes. You see? We could go in incredibly close and give you some detail, but I think we've got to make you kind of wait for a video that actually goes in very close like this, you see. And or maybe you might like another map. How about this one? which is in this upper region and shows you, look how big Monkton Farley is underground. I mean, it's massive. These are the roads here. Yeah, these are the main arterial roads underground, and every one of these pieces of white is a storage area underground. It's huge. Look at the village of Monkton Farley. This is Monkton Farley village, and you can see the scale of houses here. These are quite large houses, and there's the pub. This is a large pub, and look at the size of these cars in the car park. Now let's have a look at the scale of the map of the underground. It's huge, and that's not the only bit. Let's have a look at some of the other bits. Oh look, it's pretty big. What's coming? Oh yes, we've got all this to show you. Yes, in great detail, but we won't do it in this video, because what we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you somewhere else. And it's back over here at our good old friend RAF Rudloe Manor, near Spring Quarry. Let's turn off the thing. This place used to be called Royal Arthur, and it was a training facility for the Royal Navy. If you come in from the main bunkers, which you can see from the main road, come down to the roundabout, all the way to the bend, come up this road, up here, it's all public, you can access this now. In this area they've built a new housing complex, but if you park somewhere in the trees here, bear in mind you might get your car broken into, or if you come over to the houses and park more sensibly somewhere near the houses and come in via this house here, as you can see on the edge, walk up the side of the house, and there are pathways going through the forest. You can go up that one, but that's not very good because it doesn't take you where you need to go, or you can go straight ahead, and as it curves around here, keep going straight on all the way up by the side of the trees until you come into some slightly denser trees, and just around this area, see if you can spot what we're going to show you in this video now. It's called SANDS Quarry, and it's quite interesting. And what's interesting about it is if we show you the basic layout of the underground stuff at Spring Quarry, you'll see that in the forest here around this area, it actually does come into just into the corner, and SANDS Quarry is here. So let's have a little look. This is the slope shaft, this is a quarried out area, and this is a quarried out area, and somewhere along here in the past some people broke down a wall that led into the underground tunnels, and we actually went through that wall and had a little look around inside, and so that is a way to go in. I have no idea whether or not that wall is still there or whether it's been locked up. The gate is often locked here on this, but let's just flick it off again, and you can see that the slope shaft comes in here. So if we have a little close look, you can't see anything, but it was there at one time. This used to be obviously the railway that would have gone into the slope shaft and down, so that's probably what that was. So yeah, it's all under there. Let's go and have a look. Actually looking at now the edge of Royal Arthur and a laneway. This laneway leads up to a bunker. It's a warning to vehicles to stop. We seem to be by an exit way here, which is underground, and probably connects either to the Rudloe tunnels or the Corsham computer centre. And this is actually locked at the moment, and it seems like somebody's been trying to get in there because there's a few files have been actually sort of put in behind the door, and somebody's been trying to lever it open, but looks like this lock held up. Lock. On the side of this tunnelway you can see these rocks which are known as deads, and these are rocks which have been cut from the walls and would have been irregular shape or of not enough quality, so have just been left down here. And on the floor we can see marks which would indicate where tram lines would have been, and small tram cars which would carry the rocks would have been taken down along these areas, and it's tunnels like these which would have made up the initial structure, the underground structure for the tunnels which are belonging to Redlow Manor. Get back. Yeah.
It's like here, or something. It says with SANDS. There's no pointing that way. What's that? Nothing or what?
What we've actually got here is an entranceway to the surface. Borehole, which has actually been covered up, and you can just see the edges of it going up there. And what they've done is they've dropped rubbish down and built up a pile at the bottom so that somebody from the surface can't dig down into the underground areas. So as you can see, you've got this large volcano type structure which is just to protect the hole. We're actually at the Kingdom Isambard Brunel railway tunnel. We've actually got the entranceway to the tunnel here. Now when you come about halfway down from the tunnel, you then enter this secondary section which is off the edge, and this is the tunnelway that the military used to use. behind us here, we've got the entranceway to the Rudloe and Burlington tunnels, which is actually off the railway track on the box end of the London line. And what the trains used to do is they used to come along through the tunnel, then stop, or come from London, get to the tunnel and stop. Then they would switch the tracks, and the trains would actually go sideways through into this secret tunnel that goes into the hill.
Holy shit!
And we've got the large metal doors which have been sealed for many years, and the rail tracks have actually been pulled up.